So, welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition Legendary Hardcore Mode, Episode 10, Whiterun, Smithing. We made our way back from Halted Stream Camp. We have the transmute spell. Made a couple of short stops here to buy some things from Arcadia, but other than that I haven't done anything interesting at all. So, the transmute spell is now the thing that stays up here all the time. And just everywhere I'm walking around, I'm transmuting stuff. I have roughly 70 pieces of iron ore to transmute. Yeah, there we go. So, and I've already transmuted, let's see, 37 of them. So while we're running around here finishing a few of these quests, like there's Armor and we got his family sword for him, we're gonna transmute things. And this orc who's gonna tell us about the Dawn Guard, I think.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Sure.
Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
So there's the Dawn Guard introduction. Great. But I will end up choosing the vampire side. Being a vampire is awesome. Picking a few things here.
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life.
You found it. I've been looking for that blade for months. You took on all those bandits yourself?
Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you, in honor of his memory. Right then.
Yeah, if only that was a two-handed technique, it'd be better. But I'm glad my block increased, because that is a valuable skill for me. It's nothing I've ever been able to max out very well, because after a certain point in time I start becoming way more of a battle mage. And yeah, I know that this is laggy here for me in Whiterun. It's not this way when I'm not recording a video, just for people watching who are like, man, how can you play the game like that? Oh, trust me, if I had to play the game like this all the time, I'd be really annoyed. Since I'm running video capture software to make these videos, especially in Whiterun here, it gets a little out of hand. But it's worth it to make these videos.
Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit...
We found you sold his mammoth
We
tusk.
should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
And there we go.
Farewell.
And there were a ton of mammoth tusks while we were there at Halted Stream Camp, so I picked them all up. We're gonna go sell them to Bellathor. Anything that's heavy like that early in the game, I grab, especially the dragon scales and the dragon bone, and then I just come sell them in places like Bellathor and other places. I don't hang on to the dragon bone until late in the game when I want to start making dragon weapons and stuff. First thing I'm going to do is look and see what he has for sale. Like, oh, amethyst, it's expensive. Cave bear pelt, also kind of expensive, but I want it. I want the pelts because at this stage, playing on Legendary, it's too hard right now for me to go kill a bunch of deer and get all the pelts I need to finish outfitting myself, so I'd rather just buy the pelts. I always buy iron ore when it's there. I buy lantern oil until I don't need to use a lantern anymore. Silver ore I generally buy when I have money, so now I'm up to 1,500 gold, so now it's time to start buying that kind of stuff. And then I'll go sell him all of these other things that I don't need. Where am I at here? What I'm looking for? Oh yeah, mammoth tusk. You get speech skill for each one you sell, so if it's not like a huge stack of them, I'll do this. See, there you go. Goes up. So, Bellathor's goods. A wooden plate. Where did I accidentally pick that up at? Probably Alber's house. Well, that's sold. Books, don't really have anything else to sell. Festivals of Skyrim, that's for the Holidays mod that I have installed. Scroll of Harmony, I'm never going to use, so I'm going to sell that. Scroll of Fireball, I'm going to hang on to, but I'll probably never use it. And the rest of these potions I'm going to use, so I don't have anything there else to sell. Black Mage Robes I need to disenchant, but the rest of the capes I can sell. The rest of these cloaks. Hide Helm of Illusion I need to disenchant. Leather box pouch bags right. I need to actually be wearing that. Nord Mailed Heavy Bracers, Steel Shield, Resist Magic, and the Vampire Armor. If you've been paying really close attention to this series, you notice that when did I run into a vampire? Well, actually, on the way back into town, I noticed the vampire laying there dead. I had, in the previous episode, leaving Whiterun, they had mentioned, one of the guards had said that famous line of, we gotta do something to stop these vampire attacks. And I was like, vampires? What vampires? Well, they'd already killed them by the time I got there, the two thralls and the vampire. So I found the vampire, and I grabbed his vampire dust and his vampire outfit. I have a dwarven greatsword that we picked up in Halted Stream Camp as part of the loot laying around. I believe that's where I got it. So this ancient Nord greatsword is no longer necessary. I'm going to enchant this dwarven one with fire. Once I go disenchant a few things.
Come back.
Which would probably be a really good idea to do very soon before we leave Whiterun. But for now, what we'll do is keep transmuting stuff. I don't know how many gems. I haven't looked at my gem situation lately to see how many I have, but we're going to go down here to the blacksmith and have a little look. And also see if I can make some more pouches. For instance, oh wait, what am I doing? Apparel. I need to be wearing this leather box pouch back right. And I need to make some leather box pouches for my sides.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. I don't claim to be the best, the finest weapons and armor.
Early in the game like this, I'm just trying to buy all the iron ore so I can transmute it, because it's cheap. It's 6 gold piece each one. That's about as cheap as it's going to get. Silver ingots, kind of expensive, but I do also try to grab all of those.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
We'll go in here and we'll make some leather out of these fancy pelts. I'm not going to use that fur plate yet, so I'm not going anywhere super cold. I could use some leather strips, I think. Here we go, leather box pouch, side left and side right. These are great. And I'm not going to make any more because I don't have enough to make the 2 front pieces. But go down here, we'll put these on, and now we're up to 665 carry weight. And it's starting to look like an adventure here. You see those box pouches on his sides. The front ones I'll use make them look with the metallic buckles like the big bandolier. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. At least it gets me out of there. So the next big thing here is...
Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon.
Go over here and smelt a bunch of this silver. Right there. This also reduces our carry weight. This is one of the things I like to do, is try to get as much silver ore as I can converted. I have a bunch of corundum too. I should probably make some steel. Because then I may be able to make myself some steel plate real soon. Go in here and make some jewelry. So this is, those of you who want to work on your smithing, and you're wondering, man, how do I get it up fast? Iron daggers are pointless. They barely move the needle. So the best thing to do for now, up to level 30 before you can get to Dwemer bows, and even after Dwemer bows, I mean, jewelry is the best all the way. So you come in here, you've saved all these gems, I've converted all this stuff to silver. You're always going to have more gems for silver jewelry than you are gold, but once you start to pick up things like flawless rubies and stuff, you want to make some gold stuff. See, look, silver ruby ring. So watch this. Bang, that moved the needle. Silver jeweled necklace. I've already picked up 6 flawless garnets. So create these items. I mean, it goes fast. There we are. We can smith steel now. We're at 20. Silver garnet. And I won't make the plain. You can see I can make a plain silver necklace and a plain ring. I won't. I'm out of gems, and so I'm just going to wait till I get the gems. Because the gems make more expensive stuff, and the more expensive it is, the faster it goes up. One thing I haven't done so far is put hardly any points into Magicka, and I like to be able to transmute 2 times before having to wait for my Magicka to restore. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go over here to smithing. I've got steel smithing. Oh, I already have that. Great. And Dwarven requires 30. So what I'm going to do now is see what it takes to make myself a little better armor here. Steel armor. Oh, I want the ones with the shoulder pads. Right there. Perfect. How wonderful is that? And then I can make some other stuff. I don't need a steel greatsword because I just picked up a Dwarven one. I can make the cuffed boots or steel Nordic gauntlets. I want the gauntlets. What am I missing on the cuffed boots? Oh, I'm missing another steel ingot, so I can go do that real quick. I know I had enough to make 2 more. So we'll run over here and make another steel ingot. This is going to be great. Fabulous. I want the steel cuffed boots like the Nordic, not the Imperial, even though I'm going to side with the Imperials in the coming war, or in the currently existing war. So now we get to see a little bit of version of ourselves. Maybe a little tougher. Steel cuffed boots. Steel armor. Steel armor cuffs. Oh, that's better. Pretty. Alright. So what I'll do is I'll sell this junk to Avenici.
Got some good pieces out here. Looking to protect yourself? Or deal
You can see it.
some
I
damage?
like every time you equip stuff that Frostfall tells you what your coverage is and how warm you are. Iron boots, iron gauntlets. Great. Okay.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
We're not quite done hanging around Whitewood. It started to rain on us. We're gonna run up to the castle.
Smile on your friend.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
And what we're gonna do up there is a little disenchanting. If we can get up there.
Come to chat with an old
Amidst the video making, staggering my computer. I probably need to reboot my computer again. Clean it up. I've been doing a lot of other work on it. Other apps, and
Mister, could you spare a coin?
it kind of likes to be clean and shiny when I'm running these videos. It tends to perform a little better, I guess. Stop my rambling here. Pay attention to transmutation. So I want to disenchant all this stuff, and then I should have enough money to buy a nice gem, soul gem from Farengar. At which point I can then take that Dwemer sword and enchant it with fire, because we picked up that battle axe of flames. Oh, and the other thing I'm going to do here is hired muscle. I'm going to turn this off. So we completed that. We went and intimidated Arcadia. We put it all the way down to novice so we could punch her out. I'm not going to go update Farkas on that situation for a while because we're playing on Legendary, and I already know that the next quest we have to go on is going to be really hard. So I'm not interested in that big finale with all those Draugr. I'm just not powerful enough yet for that. Ancient Nord Greatsword of Cold. Disenchant that. Black Mage Robes. Disenchant. Hide Helmet of Major Illusion. Or Hide Helmet of Illusion. Yes, disenchant.
It seems this damnable
Novice
conflict
Steel
is
Shield
everyone's
of Resist Magic.
passions of late. Me,
Oh, and I think
focus
I
on
already
my books
disenchanted that.
and my
I
spells.
think I already disenchanted that big battle axe. I just need to make sure that I have the enchantment. Frost damage. Oh no, something happened and I lost it. Oh, that's a bummer. Wonder if I accidentally sold it. That would be a bummer. Oh well. Okay, so I don't have fire damage. Let's see.
There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? Maybe simply energy to be harnessed by those. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
I do. Let's see. What I really need from him is Soul Trap, although I have to make sure I didn't already buy this. It's in Conjuration. Oh, I did. Good. Okay, not gonna make that mistake again. I don't have Mage Light,
You know,
which
if
I
you've
kinda
got the
like
aptitude,
to have,
need something?
so I may buy that for him.
I had you
I
figured.
definitely want to
I
enchant
think you'll appreciate this.
that weapon. So what I'm gonna do is spend all my money here. I'm gonna buy Common Soul Gem. I'm gonna buy the Lesser. I'm gonna buy those 4 petties. It's gonna sap most of my money. But buy that one. All right. So that took all my cash.
Remember, your mind is the best weapon you
And
have.
then what I'm gonna come over here is I'm gonna enchant some of that jewelry I made and sell it back to him. So first thing I'm gonna do is the Dwarven Greatsword. Before I do that, in Halted Stream Camp we picked up an Enchantress Potion. It only adds 10%, but that's better than nothing. So we're gonna do that. Use the Common Soul Gem and enchant it with Frost damage. I'm not gonna worry about giving the special name. It's just a Dwarven sword.
Decent enchantment, but keep studying. You've only scratched the
And
surface.
now we're gonna go spend some time enchanting. We have these. What's gonna be my best one here? What's 441, 463, or 455? So one-handed right now is the best thing I have. So we just make a whole bunch of those. As many as we have. We use these silver jewel necklaces. See, I need a better enchantment than that, but for now it'll do.
Come to
Dwargar.
Dragon's Reach to discuss the I had you figured for a mage.
Now I'm
I
gonna
think
sell
you'll
him
appreciate
that
this.
stuff. Where is it? Oh, yeah, there it is. I like it when I can get carry weight, or as other people have recommended, sneak. Sneak's the best one to put on something. But there we go. There's that. And we all look a little better. Oh, and now what I need to do is favorite this weapon. And put it in my first slot. And go adventuring. So, before we go do this Companion's questline, there's a few places around Whiterun Hold that are worth investigating. And just getting a little more experience and a little more level up. There's the Silent Moon's camp, which is worth going and looting.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
And then Redoran's Retreat is really small and usually used for quests. But there's this place over here, just across the bridge, that has tons of mushrooms and imp stools that can be used for paralysis poison, which end up being really useful later on. I use a lot of paralysis poisons for probably the first 30 levels. especially while I'm using a two-hander. So while that's going on, I need all the paralysis I can. And you know, it's not the most useful thing, because you can't use it against Draugr, and it certainly doesn't work against Dwarven automatons. But for all the different bandits, and especially when you're going to do the Companions questline, you have all those Silverhand giving you a hard time. It's pretty great to have paralysis potions. And when I can make really strong paralysis potions, like ones that last anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute or more, I tell you, that's a really good way to handle like the Meridian's Beacon quest, the final boss mob at the end of that. You shoot an arrow across a corridor and zap him, and then spend your time killing Shades before you have to worry about tackling his butt.
Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days. It's hard work.
And we're gonna do damp. There's a good chunk of change to be made from going into the Bannered Mare, seeking out Sadia, and turning her into the dudes at Rorikstead, but I'm not quite ready to go in Rorikstead's direction yet. Maybe the next trip.
What do you need?
So I'm going to call this episode good. A little bit of blacksmithing, enchanting, and Whiterun, and what we're going to do next time is do a little dungeon dive. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or queries, quibbles, or complaints, just give me a buzz in the comments, and I'll try to address them. Thanks again.